just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
I just felt like anything I say, people gonna say I'm talking about her. Anything she say, people gonna say I'm...
Claressa Shields is not playing, and now things are getting real messy between her, Remy Ma, and Papoose. What started off as just rumors has now turned into full-blown drama, and Claressa is making sure Remy knows exactly where she stands. She's done watching from the sidelines and has stepped right into the mix, ready for whatever comes next. Now, if you've been following the situation, then you already know Remy Ma and Papoose's so-called perfect love story has been falling apart for months. They used to be relationship goals, but now it's looking like nothing but a disaster. After rumors started swirling that Remy had been unfaithful, things started getting real shaky, and Papoose made it clear he wasn't here for the games anymore. But just when it seemed like he was ready to move on, guess who had something to say? Remy Ma. She started throwing shots, making it obvious that she's not happy about Papoose's new situation. Remy has been acting like she's unbothered, but let's be real, she's mad. She's been shading Papoose and throwing little slick comments, making it clear that she doesn't approve of his new relationship.
Papoose can't cook nothing. Like, he made an egg like 10 years ago, a scrambled egg, and was like, you would have thought he hit the Powerball, like the way he was acting.
But here's the thing, Claressa Shields is not the one to play with. The minute she caught wind of Remy's shady remarks, she was in go mode, making it very clear that she's not about to sit back and let Remy talk crazy. She fired back with a message that had everybody talking, straight up saying, "Watch your mouth before you catch these hands."
Y'all see what's going on? It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
There's all this talk about you and rapper Papoose being in some sort of secret relationship while he's still married to Remy Ma. She put some stuff out on the internet. Give me your words in the description of what's really going on.
They got to figure that out over there. So it's not a thing of me having the issue with her. My only issue is why you leak my number.
Okay.
It ain't no thing, oh, I want him and he's married to you. And it's not that. I'm a girl's girl. So when it comes to like that, that's not it. We all know that Remy was already out here having her little boy toy or whatever friend. He done said it that they were in a relationship 2 years.
Wow.
So don't look at me as, oh, you just came and messed up this happy home and stuff like that. Because that's not what happened.
Because that relationship was already over.
That was already over.
Okay.
So now that's their privacy and they didn't do that. But she's out with this guy parading around, whatever. So everybody knew that she was with
Right here, this is where it gets interesting. Because while Remy is out here acting bitter, Claressa is standing firm, making sure everyone knows she's not one to be messed with. And the internet? Loving every second of it. Fans are already picking sides, with some saying Remy brought this on herself, while others believe Papoose is moving on a little too fast. But at the end of the day, one thing is clear. Claressa isn't scared of Remy, and she's not backing down anytime soon. Everybody thought Papoose and Remy Ma were unbreakable, the definition of real love. But now, that whole fairy tale is over. The internet is still shocked, trying to figure out how things went from perfect to pure disaster so fast. But if you really look at it, the red flags were always there. It all started when rumors came out that Remy wasn't being loyal, and that's when people started looking at her sideways. Let's not forget, Papoose held Remy down for 6 years while she was locked up. He stayed faithful, took care of their family, and even married her while she was still in prison. Most people wouldn't even wait 6 months, but this man gave her 6 years of loyalty. And what did he get in return? Disrespect. The first big sign that something was off came when Remy didn't even bother to wish Papoose a happy Father's Day, a man who held her down, raised their daughter, and always showed up for her. And she couldn't even take 5 seconds to acknowledge him? That was the moment people knew something wasn't right. Papoose didn't say much, but his actions spoke loud. Instead of waiting around for her to say something, he went on Instagram and wished himself a happy Father's Day, posting a family picture, with Remy nowhere to be seen. That one move told the whole world that their so-called happy marriage was done. And now, the truth is coming out, and it's looking like Remy wasn't as loyal as she made people believe. The internet is dragging her, saying she got too comfortable, too cocky, thinking that Papoose would always be there no matter what. But now that he's finally moving on, she's trying to act like she's the victim. But here's the thing, she made her choice and now she has to deal with the consequences. Fans are already choosing sides, and most of them are rocking with Papoose. They're saying he deserves better, that Remy fumbled a real one, and now she's just mad because she lost her safety net. But what's crazy? This is just the beginning of the drama, because Remy is still talking, and Papoose is done staying silent. Now that he's finally letting people know what really happened, things are about to get real messy. Now, Remy Ma just took things to a whole new level, and people are saying she's moving real messy right now. Instead of just handling her business in private, she decided to leak personal messages between Papoose and Claressa Shields, trying to paint Papoose as the bad guy. But the way it's looking, this plan completely backfired. Because instead of making Papoose look shady, she just made herself look even more bitter. One of the leaked messages had Claressa telling Papoose, "You're the one who's married. If you can't even sleep on the phone with me, or let me know you made it home safe, then what are we doing?" Now, Remy is trying to flip the story, making it seem like Papoose was out here creeping with Claressa while they were still together. She even claimed she found the messages after Papoose fell asleep on the phone with Claressa while lying in her house. But here's where it gets crazy. Claressa wasn't having it. The moment she saw what Remy was trying to do, she clapped back hard, putting Remy all the way on blast. She didn't just deny anything shady with Papoose. She actually flipped the whole situation and accused Remy of being the one who cheated first.
It was a private situation and a private understanding of what was going on, and I respected that. You understand? And I also know the facts.
Okay.
I know the facts of it. So it's not like, oh, this is a happy home and I'm just trying to steal somebody's man. That's not it. His private business is his private business, so I can't tell him to, oh, you should have told everybody. Like, no.
You letting him handle it the way he wants to handle
He
it.
gonna handle it. Now, I don't know why she just came with all this energy and static toward me. I don't get it because they weren't together.
Okay.
You already have someone or two.
But they're living in the same home, so
Yeah.
that makes things a little different.
You live in the same home and you still got your situation over here though. You're still doing your thing. He's doing his thing.
She basically said, "Don't try to play the victim now when you were moving foul this whole time." And let's be real, this is exactly what people expected from Remy. Instead of owning up to her own mistakes, she's trying to make it seem like Papoose was in the wrong when in reality, he was probably just tired of being disrespected. Papoose has always been low-key and private, never one to air out drama online. But even he couldn't stay quiet after this. After Remy leaked those messages, Papoose spoke out and set the record straight. He said that he had been asking for a divorce for a while, but Remy refused to handle things like an adult. He also made it clear that she was the one who messed up first. But now that he's finally moving on, she's trying to flip the story and make herself look like the victim. Now, the internet is watching to see what happens next because Remy just opened a can of worms she might not be able to close. She thought she was exposing Papoose, but instead, she just made herself look desperate and messy. And with Claressa standing 10 toes down, it's looking like Remy might have just picked a fight she can't win. Papoose is done staying quiet, and now he's putting everything on the table. Everything is now properly punctuated and polished for clarity. Let me know if you need any other refinements.
Fighting over no man. You know, I'm just not doing that. So he put out his statement and said what he said. You can take it for what you want to take it for.
What was that statement for those that don't know?
It was just, he moved on.
We moved on.
So she's angry about that.
Right.
Months, people have been wondering what really happened between him and Remy Ma, and now he's finally letting the truth out. From the way he's talking, it's clear he's had enough. He just made it official. He's done with Remy for good and has been trying to get a divorce, but she won't sign the papers. Now, the internet is looking at Remy like, what's really going on? Because if she's the one saying Papoose moved on too fast, why won't she just finalize the breakup and let him go? Papoose went on Instagram and posted, "Sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing the victim. I have requested a divorce numerous times, but she refuses to handle this like an adult. I didn't want to go public for the sake of my daughter, but I've had enough." That statement alone shut down all of Remy's excuses because, up until now, she's been acting like Papoose just randomly left her. But Papoose is saying, nope, I was trying to make this official, and you're the one holding it up. And let's not forget, Remy Ma has been moving shady for a while now. People started questioning her loyalty to Papoose last year when rumors came out about her getting too close to battle rapper Easy the Block Captain. At first, she tried to play it off, acting like it was just business, but the more people started digging, the worse it started looking. And now, it's making a lot more sense. If Papoose was already trying to divorce her, maybe it's because he knew exactly what she was up to. What really made people side with Papoose was the fact that he's always been low-key and respectful. He's never been the type to run to social media for attention, and even when the rumors about Remy came out, he didn't say much. But now, he's at the point where he's done protecting her image, and he's ready to move forward with his life. And that's exactly why Remy is scrambling, because for the first time, she's realizing Papoose is really gone. Now, the internet is wondering, is this finally the end of Papoose and Remy Ma? Is she really going to sign the papers and move on, or is she going to keep dragging this out? Because from the way it looks, Papoose is done waiting. And once he makes up his mind, there's no going back. Easy the block captain finally spoke up, and what he revealed just made this whole situation even messier. People have been speculating for months that Remy Ma and Easy had something going on, but now it's looking like Papoose knew about it the whole time. And not only did he know, but according to Easy, Papoose was already suspicious and was secretly listening in on Remy's conversations. Easy dropped a bombshell, saying that Papoose had been spying on Remy for a while, and that's how he found out about everything. He even claimed that Papoose bugged Remy's car, recording her conversations because he knew she was moving funny. Now, that's a whole different level of drama, because if that's true, it means Papoose was already losing trust in Remy long before this all went public. Easy also said that Papoose never confronted him directly, but he could tell something was off because Papoose started acting different. At first, he thought it was just industry politics, but looking back, it all makes sense now. He realized that Papoose had been watching everything from the sidelines, just waiting to catch Remy slipping. And once he finally had proof, that's when he decided to walk away for good. Now, the internet is going crazy, because this isn't just a messy breakup anymore. This is turning into a full-blown scandal. People are now wondering how long this has really been going on, because if Papoose was already recording Remy's conversations, that means he had a reason to suspect something for a while. And if that's the case, then Remy might have been playing both sides for longer than anyone thought. Some fans are saying Papoose was smart for protecting himself, while others feel like he should have just walked away instead of spying. But at the end of the day, Papoose got the confirmation he needed, and now he's moving on with his life. And the way things are looking, Remy Ma is the only one left still holding on. Okay, so it looks like we finally know the real reason that Remy Ma has been crashing out hard over Papoose and Claressa Shields' relationship, because the streets are saying that Easy the Black Captain is already cheating on her, y'all. Now what? After the chaotic mess that went down last year, it looks like things are not going well between Remy and Easy. And from the look of things, Papoose does not feel bad for her and has instead been clowning her for getting cheated on after cheating on him. Y'all, it looks like we're about to see another major showdown between these two, so hold on to your lace fronts. Let's break this mess down. Now, I know y'all already know this by now, but it's still kind of wild that Papoose and Remy's love story ended the way it did. I mean, he loved her so much that he risked getting sent to prison himself when he tried to smuggle a skeleton key to her while she was behind bars. And when the authorities tried to keep him from seeing her, he decided to marry her while she was in prison. And get this, they couldn't even get married in person because of the restrictions. So they got married over the phone. If that isn't love, then I don't know what is. Then, they had a real wedding ceremony when she got out of prison, and they had a blended family. She had 1 kid before Papoose, and Papoose had 3 kids before they met. They all blended to become one big happy family. Then, Remy had their daughter in 2018, and on paper, things were just perfect between them. However, people started raising eyebrows about Remy and Papoose's marriage when Father's Day 2023 came and went without so much as a public shout-out from Remy to her husband. That fell off because, in the past, she never missed an opportunity to praise Papoose for being an amazing husband and father. She used to go out of her way to remind everybody how solid their love was and how their family dynamic was unmatched. So when she stayed completely silent on a day that should have been a no-brainer for a heartfelt tribute, folks couldn't help but wonder if something was up. But what had people really talking was the fact that Papoose wished himself a happy Father's Day by posting a family picture of him and the kids. But Remy was not in the picture, and neither was Remy's other child from another man. He captioned it, "Family is everything." People wondered why Remy was not in the picture and left comments saying, "Normally, I'd see Remy in the picture. What's going on? Where's Remy? You married a woman that was never deeply and madly in love with you. You, on the other hand, were blindly in love with her, and now you are seeing the truth." People couldn't help but feel that something was off. But nobody realized just how messy things had gotten until rumors started swirling that Remy had been unfaithful with none other than Easy the block captain. The whole situation was shocking, not just because Remy and Papoose always seemed rock solid, but because Easy moved in the same circles as Papoose. The idea that he would cross the line and sneak around with Remy behind Papoose's back had everybody in disbelief. Naturally, though, Papoose didn't take the betrayal lightly. Word in the streets was that things got heated between him and Easy at an industry event. And according to people who claimed to be there, Papo didn't just confront him. He actually knocked him out. This had Easy clowned so hard on social media that he tried to deny the fight even took place, saying, "Y'all want something bad to happen to me so bad. Of course, it's the same hating men and females. But y'all should get the story straight before y'all speak." In another tweet, he said, "I'm not mad about the rumors. I'm not mad about false stories because, being the person I am, I understand. But when I saw people happy that it was a possibility something happened to me, it was unacceptable. And now I give two Fs about nobody. We not friends, and I don't get it." He finally asked Papoose to come out and clear the air, saying, "Real men do real things, right, Pap? You're bull. Clear these rumors up before I do." The audacity of him